Alright, off the top here, let's get right into it. Light level in Destiny sucks and doesn't matter, and is a system that just needs to be gotten rid of. Leveling has undergone many iterations since Vanilla D1 in 2014, starting where endgame gear actually made more sense in my opinion due to it being the only gear capable of reaching light cap, and the benefits of being at said cap were also much greater. Though Bungie changed this with the Taken King, with the infusion system we have been using since, as keeping only endgame gear as the only max light capable gear creates a diversity of loadout problem that is an entire different issue. The main problem with leveling and light level in general in Destiny 2 is entirely created now with the bounty system and the artifact, which has been a mechanic for 2 years at this point. Artifact power has become a core mechanic that entirely makes light level a redundant aspect of the game. Ask yourself, why are we spending hundreds of materials for infusion to level gear every season, where if we could completely scrap light level or gear level in general and just shifted to the artifact entirely, we could have a more efficient system that allows for more build crafting and situational nuance. We would also be able to create a more challenging experience with actual difficulty options instead of allowing over-leveling to be a deciding factor to the challenge of any given piece of content. With Bungie's recent philosophy of removing light level advantages in Iron Banner, it shows a clear shift in tone to where light level is supposed to matter, making Trials of Osiris the only PvP game mode where light has any advantage or value, while it both being endgame and a competitive mode where level of skill, not RNG gear, should be a more deciding factor. And for the PvE side of the game, the only two pieces of content where being at a significant light level and artifact power matter is Grandmaster Nightfalls, requiring you to be at exactly 25 light under where it is at, and not allowing you to overlevel it with extra artifact power, and Master Raids that are at a significant light level higher, requiring most times a plus 25 to 35 artifact. Now, if we were to just entirely shift to the artifact, we could create an endgame more properly allowing for easier progression throughout any given season, because it would completely get rid of needing to tediously grind for materials for infusion just to level gear that you may only need for 1 to 2 activities, or just to pull out something that you felt like using spur of the moment. Since Bungie already gates Master and GM content from later dates, the shift would streamline getting to actually play the best parts of the game and allow for people who might not have good RNG enough to get like a helmet, boots, hand cannon, etc., whatever you might need, multiple weeks in a row from just getting screwed over due to lousy RNG. It would also even allow for more people to attempt the content who might not have been able to in the past, with no guarantee they'll even beat it though. Now, for thoughts that probably would come up when discussing shifting over to just using artifact power, one of them that would be brought up would be about the sunset gear, and in my opinion, you just go back and you balance the old pinnacles, because outside of Recluse, Mountaintop, and Revoker, the old pinnacles did nothing wrong, and the entire reason sunsetting even happened was because of those three. And hot take, Mountaintop wasn't even actually as much of an issue as everyone says. Outside of that, all the old legendaries should just come back because Bungie keeps reintroducing them every season anyways, so why should we have to regrind for them? And any argument where people would just stop playing the game because they have no reason to level, well, they already do that anyways towards every end of the season, and a solution to that would just be extremely unpopular, gating gear behind actual hard content. Like, if you wanted to get the new hand cannon, you would have to do the legend version instead of the normal one, where maybe an SMG comes from the base version. And honestly, towards every end of season, it's just better if people leave the game happy having what they would have got anyways, than strong-arming them into playing the game longer to piss them off to not come back the next season. I guess just with the TWAB and everything with Iron Banner, this season has been one where it has just finally hit the nail over the head for me, where it is, I don't want to level if I'm just going to have it be worth nothing outside of 3 pieces of content that Bungie could balance in a better way. Since every piece of content outside of major expansions such as Witch Queen, Shadowkeep, Forsaken, etc. have all been a massive shift in light, where the seasons are like a 10 light shift to where it is so insignificant, it just feels like a reset anyways. So let me know what your thoughts would be if we just completely got rid of light level, shifted over to artifact, just basically a 30 light every season that's going to reset regardless. You can just use whatever gear you want. Opens up some build crafting due to the shift in meta with mods that come out every month. It would just be something completely different and save a lot of time.